Ladies and gentlemen and children of the planet Earth, what I would like you to do before I get involved with today's dissertation is to get out there and vote for Michael Fazio, the most politically incorrect candidate for the 2012 presidential candidacy. That's right, I am running under the 2012 politically incorrect heading. And now to today's topic. 50% of all the American middle-class wealth in the year 2012 will be removed from the middle-class citizens of America. And whether or not you like to believe it, here are the following reasons. There is the death tax, of course, which represents a total loss of income for a family that is going to have to pay the death tax between 19 and 55%. This goes on forever. And Monsanto is now taking over 90% of all the small mom and pop farms in America because they can't afford to refinance their properties and pay a ridiculous 30-year remortgage fee. So the death tax between 19 and 55% is going to wipe out at least 10% of the wealth all by itself in the year 2012. If you don't immediately pay this death tax, you will be fined at a finance fee or service fee to the IRS at 50% of whatever the death tax is. Thereby, if you pay $100,000 in death tax, but you can't pay it, you will pay $20,000 in fines for each additional year at a minimum. Over 5 years, you will owe twice what the original fine is. And this, my friend, is the fleecing of America on steroids. Now, the number two thing that is going to destroy the economic structure is the cap and trade bill, in which the Obama administration plans on going out and hiring illegals and thugs, just like he did in Acorn, to campaign for him. Now remember, I am politically correct, and to prove that to you, I wore my small tie today. Okay, now, 15% of your income is going to disappear because of the cap and trade bill. There will be entire illegal corporations of third world and people with a third grade education determining on what your thermal factor and thermal rating of your house is. And when they determine that your house is not thermally efficient, you will have to pay X amount of dollars for that thermal inefficiency. And you will have to give it to the government because some moron with a pencil and paper came around and said your house isn't thermally efficient and you have to hire a government subsidized green contractor to do this work at any price they determine. Now, I threw half my papers out that had to do with that, so we're going to move right on to number 4. And if number 3 disappeared, well, I can't do anything about that, and I'm not politically correct, so it doesn't matter. But if this is all not enough to rape America over the coals, then you have the health care raping of America unconstitutional service fees for illegal health care bills. Now, if you have a family of 5, you will have to pay an additional $3,000 or $15,000 a year for only the health care. So if you have a gross income of $50,000, 30% of your gross income disappears in 2012 for the simple one-time fee of a 1-year service contract between the United States Mafia and you for bad health insurance. Now, you morons, liberals, and lying bastards that told the public that things were going to get better are not really in charge. We know that there's an oligarchy behind you, an evil cabal that was created somewhere around the 1770s when the Rothschilds sold their collective souls to an entity that we perceive to be Satan. Of course, this could be an entity that is Satan-like, and no one knows for sure. Some people believe it is a Saturn-like entity. We can't know these things, ladies and gentlemen. All that you need to know is that I am the only politically correct candidate going for the presidency of the United States in 2012. I need you to go out and vote. I need you to vote often. If you have a dog, vote under his name. If your name is Mr. and Mrs. Smith, vote often. Vote a lot. Mr. and Mrs. Smiths are good. Yeah. And I need you to go out and vote fast. I need you to go out and vote furiously. And I need you to go out and vote like a fucking monkey.